Hi friends, welcome back. Today we're going to be watching Angel Season 1, Episode 11 called Somnambulist. I truly do not know if I said that right. Before we get started, I just wanted to note that what you are seeing here is my newest disclaimer style. I'm used to saying them out loud, but like I mentioned in 410 of Buffy, I'm now going to be doing them typed up. So the Angel one and the Buffy one are slightly different in case you haven't noticed. So yes, it's what's going to appear in my screen at the beginning of every single Buffy and Angel episode. So this way you guys are warned about potential spoilers because I never know when they're coming out. I never know what is a spoiler, so this is just easier. Anyways, back to the freaking discussion. I had to take a break and I wasn't able to film for a few days. And I did the math for Buffy. It had been 70-something days since I saw Buffy, and I wanted to do the math for Angel. How long has it been since I last saw Angel? And the answer was 78 days. I think that was even more than Buffy. And I have to say that as much as I feel like I stopped at a good point in Buffy, just because it wasn't an episode that left me with too many questions. Like, of course, I was really excited because I knew the next one was going to be a big one. But it's been very Monster of the Week-ish in the sense of I didn't have like a huge sort of question that needs to be answered like I do for Angel. Because, clearly these writers have a very big hatred for me. Scared is an understatement as to how I feel, given these last few episodes, which have been all very emotional and like emotionally charged and stuff. My main question that I have been thinking about these last 78 days is, does this mean Doyle is gone for good and has been replaced by Wes? I'm really excited that he's actually in the show because I think this is going to change the dynamic forever, because I know that, he's one of the main three. And so, of course, I've been anxiously waiting for when he comes in just because I know that that's going to sort of change everything. I feel like I need to see this episode so that I can sort of process everything that's happening, because the denial is still trying to creep in there where I'm like, nah, it's fine, Doyle's gonna come back. And then everybody, in my Patreon and stuff was like, the actor had to leave and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, he's coming back. So yeah, I think I really need to go forward with this season of Angel because otherwise I will be stuck in the Doyle denial. Maybe they're just gonna drop him for reals and like not talk about him and not make this an emotional episode. But I do hope they still talk about Doyle because it's a really big thing. They just killed off a main character and I want to keep talking about him until we've fully had time to be able to process and, his grief and whatever. And yeah, we are in episode 11, which means we're halfway through season 1, which is exciting. The first season of any show is complicated. There are so many shows that have really bad first seasons, and I think that Angel has actually gone off to a pretty strong start. So I'm excited to see how things are going to change in the second half of the season, if they're going to pull a Buffy, because Buffy's all about the twists and, I don't know, like big bads and stuff. And so I'm excited to see how that's going to work out for Angel, because I definitely think Wolfram and Hart is going to start being more involved in this second half of the season. This episode to me feels like it's a Monster of the Week, right? Just because of the name. Maybe somebody is committing murders while they're asleep or something, right? I'm gonna assume that it's all gonna connect to Cordy's vision. It's going to be Cordy's sort of first vision that, even though she had some in the last episode, I mean that, she would have the first vision that they would follow through as a case. The episode is going to end with some sort of Wolfram and Hart stalking Angel or whatever, like those kind of things. But I don't think we're going to focus too much on them right now. Let's actually start the episode now. I hope you all enjoy watching this with me. And let's have some questions answered, shall we? Again, I feel like I don't want to know the answers, but I don't really have a choice, do I? Please be Angel. No, that's not Angel. That's not Angel. That is Angel? I hope that's not Angel. Sir, Mr. Sir. Mr. Sir! Mr. Sir, what the fuck was that? Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. Kate! Miss Kate! Are you back, Miss Kate?
Where?
Over there, detective.
Please tell me it's not the woman. I'm gonna flip shit if Angel killed somebody right now.
It's the same guy. This makes 3. He's just getting started.
Now, I know that... Wait, I have to pay attention to the intro because I have to see if they took Doyle off to put Wes. And again, I don't want to know the answer, but I have to know the answer, so... Okay. Oh, the betrayal! Couldn't these writers have waited literally like 2 episodes, 3 episodes until they brought Wes in? Because they literally just switched out his name for Wes's, and honestly, I feel really bad for Doyle. Because they're like, you were an amazing character, but right now we're just going to bring somebody else in and just forget that you existed. And I'm a little bit frustrated for him. But, on a positive side though, we're going to get to see Wes. That's exciting, because it means that we're finally going to get to see Wes as, like, you know, an actual part of the story. Oh, and we also saw Kate, man. I forgot that she existed for a whole second. I'm not going to lie, which is... I am so sorry, Miss Kate. After I Will Remember You, I'm glad they gave her a few episodes off, because if I had seen her, it was going to be very hard for me. But, you know, given the fact that right now in Buffy, I have really been feeling Buffy and Riley... Maybe I can start shipping Angel and Kate again. I feel like it's a little bit harder for Angel because I can see that he feels more nostalgic and because he remembers the day, which we won't be talking about. So I feel like it might be harder for Angel, for me to move on regarding Angel. But I love Kate, and I you know, I've felt their chemistry since their first scene together. And also, if Angel is the one... Like, you know, because I just said I thought somebody was killing people while they were asleep or whatever. If Angel is the one doing that, I'm literally, like, I have a window right in front of me. I'm literally gonna fucking jump.
You've taken your problem to the police. They can't help you, so you've come to us.
She is so goddamn cute.
I think it's about to speak.
Nobody likes a smart-ass rogue demon hunter.
I do.
What do you want, Wesley? See here? The dentist's office. Next door.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize.
What? Sir?
Something wrong? You stopped yammering.
Sir?
I suppose I should return these items to their proper owner.
Sir, what did you see?
I thought maybe you could have policewoman run it for us on the QT.
Kate.
Oh, yes.
Are you sure
Katie,
you're
Katie,
okay?
Katie,
I mean,
Katie,
for a guy who's 200 plus, you're not usually with the bags.
I'll do this now.
Hey.
Look, I'm fine, Cordelia, all right?
Okay. I'm trying not to be concerned about the fact that Angel's possibly a killer when he sleeps, but...
I'll take the tunnels.
Okay, Cordy, you're smart. You know something is up. Or at least Wes does. Okay, let's go, Wes. Yes. Okay.
You know, I'm not supposed to release that kind of information to a civilian, Angel.
I know.
If it were anyone else.
I appreciate it, Kate.
I know you do.
The way she just looked at
so
him.
I don't mind.
I guess I do
I'll run
still
it
ship.
myself.
Does he know this is happening? I'm
Look, why
so
don't you
stressed.
stop by tomorrow? By
Sir.
then I'll have invaded a citizen's right to privacy.
He's gonna know,
for you,
right?
and you can-
Oh, fuck me life. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's pretty grim, isn't it? I've spent the last 48 hours putting together a suspect profile. And believe me, being inside this guy's head hasn't been a whole lot of fun.
Oh my god.
Tabloids are calling him the Pope.
Is it actually him? I don't know if I'm reading into it, but it looks like he's the fucking killer, right? But like, maybe I'm going crazy.
So it's likely he's charming, attractive, but at his core he's a loner. Possibly
Never mind,
a dual
it's Angel.
personality who, once the crime has been committed, retains no memory of the act.
Fuck! This can't be
He will
true.
not view his victims as subhuman. Rather, it's himself he sees as something other than human.
Is this the episode she's gonna find out he's fucking, like, he's a vampire? Because I'm gonna lose my shit. Like, this is too much. I can't.
Mutilation of the corpse with a religious icon?
I'm against it?
I think you'd better sit down.
Oh man. Oh no. Fuck. No. No.
While executing my duties as watcher in Sunnydale, I did extensive research, specifically on Angel. Given his uncomfortable proximity to the Slayer,
You look pretty comfortable to me. Okay, you get to leave now. You're not gonna come in here and accuse Angel like this.
Cordelia.
No! I don't care how many files you have on all the horrible things that he did back in the powdered wig days. He is good now, and he is my friend, and nothing you or anyone else can say will make me turn on a friend.
Cordelia. He's right.
Oh my
Stick him and
god!
I'll cut his head off.
Oh, look, Cordelia!
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Okay, so you've been having nightmares. It doesn't mean you...
They're not nightmares. I've enjoyed them.
Oh.
Sir, that's
You fear
so
these might be more
creepy.
than just dreams, that you're acting them out in some sort of hypnagogic state, unless it were happening in the pre-dawn hours, which is when all these murders took place.
There's
I
only one way to
don't
be sure.
No, I refuse to believe this. Are we doing flashbacks? If we are, please tell me we're gonna see Darla or Drusilla. Please, 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 please,
Great news, sports fans. There's been another killing. Okay, well, maybe not so great news for the, dead person, but at least now we know that Mr.
I
I'm
knew
so
it.
tortured didn't do it.
Thank God, I knew it. I
Yes, I
believed in
did.
you so hard, Angel. What? He's crazy. It's fine, guys. He's just crazy. He's a little crazy.
Better.
Who's that?
First kill. Happily done.
Strange. She was my sister.
Yes, you feel nothing.
No. I feel hungry.
You do learn quickly.
And my father would disagree.
Then perhaps this time you shared with him just what a fine student you've become.
My father, yes.
What's going on?
It's complicated.
So make it simple.
Kate, do you trust me?
You know I do.
Oh my God.
Trust me when I tell you. This is the man you're looking for.
Where did you get that? How could you
Do
possibly...
you trust me?
I don't understand. Are you protecting a source? Yes, I trust you.
His next victim will be a white male.
I spilled coffee all over my shirt.
Ma'am?
Okay.
Ma'am? Hey, dude. Are you
Oh,
alone
no.
to buy beer?
No! No! Villains who smile are creepy. Oh my God. Kate is so gonna find out. She's so gonna find out he's a vampire. Fuck. I'm so worried. Oh, she's gonna be so confused when he just walks up, huh? Oh, don't get close. Don't! Kate! Don't do this. Ha! Fuck you!
Ouch.
Oh my God. Angel, please, Angel, come on. There we go, finally, sir. Oh my
Shit.
God. She's gonna flip shit.
My God, it's been a lifetime.
At least,
We were to meet in Italy, remember?
I remember.
Well, I waited. Hell, I waited till the 19th century. What happened?
Got held up in Romania.
Romania. What's in Romania?
Gypsies.
Why are you here?
To kill you.
Oh! Oh my God. Oh my God. Did she see that? Ma'am, did you see that? Ma'am. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ma'am, how do you explain that?
If I pull this trigger, are you gonna get up too? What are you?
You already know the answer, Kate. Details been left out in the press reports. Something you've held back. Isn't that right?
What do you know about it?
Ma'am,
Puncture
you
wounds.
knew?
The victims have all been drained of their blood.
I don't believe you.
I know you don't. Even after what you saw, you won't let yourself, which is why you'll lose.
I've heard enough.
No, you haven't heard a word. And you won't. Not now, not yet. Because there are some
Oh
things
my
in this
God.
world you're just not ready to face.
This is such a Buffy parallel to him getting burnt with her cross necklace in Angel. Like the episode Angel, like,
Here at Angel Investigations, we won't judge, but we will charge. Now, if you only tell me how you heard of us.
From the police, actually.
Really?
Yes. The detective I spoke with was very
you're
enthusiastic.
kidding.
For the truly human touch, she said that I should come to you.
Sir,
Oh,
if you
good.
touch Cordelia, I am literally going to punch you so hard.
Luckily. Yes, that's it.
Yeah, she and Angel are totally tight.
Really? So this is more than just a professional relationship then? He cares for her.
Oh yeah, more than he knows, but that's our Angel. Dour, sure, but not afraid to get personally involved in his work, and you're totally pumping me for information, aren't you?
Thank God, Cordelia!
Crap. You're him. He, the guy. App's pupil boy.
You are so prosaic.
Nothing on the streets about a new
Oh no, Wes! Why?
Maybe because he's here and has me by the throat.
Let him go.
You're right, Angelus.
Maybe.
My work was getting stale. I appreciate the critique. So look for something new, innovative.
So you believe me?
Yes, I believe you.
Good, because he's planning something
And
too.
jealous.
Oh no!
And jealous.
Shh.
I looked it up. It's all right there. The demon with the face of an angel. A particularly brutal bastard by all accounts. Oh, and no, you can't come in.
I can't make up for the past, Kate. I know that.
No, you can't. In fact, all of this what's happening now is really because of you. You made him, didn't you? Thanks for the offer, but I don't need your help. I know what to do. Drive a stake right through the son of a bitch's heart. And when that happens, I suggest you don't be there. Because the next time we meet, I'll do the same to you.
Oh no, Kate! Oh, this is so upsetting. For a second, I thought he ran for a pizza box, and I was like, that is a mood. I would do the same. No, he didn't kidnap
Well, first
her.
I thought I'd
You
stop
wouldn't.
everything
Shut
and
up.
tell you my plan.
I'm not watching
Better
this.
yet. Well, you're right about one thing, Angelus. The last 200 years has been about me sticking it to my father. But I've come to realize something. It's you. You made me! You taught me!
Impressive.
You forget your own lessons, old teacher. Never give up the advantage, remember? Living among them has made you weak! And it sickens me to think that there was a time you would have done whatever was necessary.
Okay. But how is he?
You missed.
How?
No, I didn't.
Damn! What the fuck? Holy shit! The precision. Kate, are you a doctor?
I wonder if anything ever really changes.
Sure it does. They do. You have. They were just dreams, Angel. They weren't even your dreams. It didn't mean anything.
But I enjoyed it.
It'd probably be okay if you never mentioned that part ever again.
It's still in me, Cordelia.
Sure, it's in you. We all have something, but it's not the only thing that's in you. You're not him, Angel. Not anymore.
But sometimes they change back. If the day ever comes that I...
Oh, I'll kill you dead.
Thanks.
What are friends for?
These two are adorable. I think this was one of my favorite Angel episodes because it was so genuinely interesting from the first moment it started. It started, you know, 1 minute into the episode, you are already immediately completely hooked and you don't know what's gonna happen. So I think that was like extremely well done. There was also very, very interesting twists. And I like the way that it made me feel about Angel, because I'm not gonna lie, I was doubting him for a second. I didn't want to, and I wanted to believe the best in him, you know, but with what we were seeing, I think it really made us like take a step back for a second and be like, shit, could this actually be happening? Could Angel be a killer right now? So I definitely think if he was actually killing people, it would be a little bit hard for us to absorb, because I think that's a big thing. It's not like he killed one person, you know, he was going on a full-on, you know, murder spree. So I'm glad it wasn't him, because I feel like even if he wasn't doing it consciously, I think that would affect the way that we saw him and felt about him. So it was a good save, because they were able to make us go through the feelings of reliving Angelus and what could potentially happen if Angel was not in control of himself again, while also reverting it. So I guess it was a similar feeling to what they did in Enemies, you know, where they make us go through like this entire spiral but then they're able to revert it in a really smart way, because this little villain, and of course I don't remember his name, I'm gonna go with Mr. Sire. So, you know, Mr. Sire, he was a very interesting character. I almost wish he didn't die. Sometimes, you know, these shows, both Buffy and Angel, present me to some villains that I'm like, damn, you're so interesting, I don't want you to be gone, I want you to stick around. And sometimes they do, you know, Spike. But I think this was a very interesting villain, because it taught us so much about Angel and his past. And, you know, I think I've mentioned this. I definitely remember talking about it with Ali in our drunk rewatch the other day, and Duke. I am not the biggest fan of Angel flashbacks. I don't know. I like when we see Drew or like Darla. Like, I like when we see old characters and stuff, but I feel like the Angel itself, sometimes I don't think the flashbacks are that interesting. No offense. So, I feel like I always get a little bit nervous when they're going down the flashback routes, because I never know if I'm gonna enjoy it or not. But these flashbacks were on point and they were really interesting, and I'm really glad we actually got to see it, because I just feel like it adds more to knowing who Angel is, to knowing how their relationship was like. And this whole idea of siring is incredibly interesting, because, you know, clearly Angel was Angelus and bad for a long time. He must have sired a lot of people, right? So now I'm curious, you know, the fact that he can connect to sort of, you know, the dreams he can feel when his sires are near, like those kind of things. That is very interesting. And I hope we get to see more of it. I would love for us to be able to encounter different sires that, you know, Angel can have sired throughout the years, even though I feel like maybe if we did that, it would lose a little bit of the special aspect of this episode. But I thought it was so interesting. I thought it was so brilliant. I thought there were many scenes, especially in the flashbacks, that actually reminded me a lot of Vampire Diaries again. And the scene where him and Kate are talking when she found out, where he's like, you know what I am. And that reminded me a little bit of Twilight, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm definitely seeing how this show, because I don't know, I feel like people always talk about how Buffy changed television and inspired so many other things, but this episode I think inspired a lot of just other vampire genre things. It's like we're figuring out more about what it means to be a vampire, to explore this side of Angel, because, you know, sometimes I feel like we can sort of see him as a normal human being, and I feel like this episode kind of takes us back and reminds us that, like, he's not just a regular human being, he is a vampire, and he has to deal with that sometimes, you know. Like, I really like his conversation with Cordy in the end, because first of all, it's great to see that they're honest and vulnerable with each other. That's adorable, the fact that they can sort of talk to each other about their feelings, you know. I feel like it was a good reminder that, like, he is a vampire deep down, he has to deal with his vampire stuff, and, you know, it's always gonna be there. Even if it's not in the forefront, it's always going to be there in the background. I would like to talk about Kate and Angel. There was a lot of angst, and I guess these reactions have started to show me what's my shit. I think angst is my shit, because I love it. It's so... there's just something about it, you know, that makes it even more interesting, like the drama behind it, you know. Listen, I feel like Kate's reaction was completely valid and understandable, even though personally I think I would have flipped shit a little bit more like Buffy if I found out that this guy I was sort of seeing was a vampire. I would have screamed Buffy style. But Kate actually seemed to really keep her chill. So I think Angel was right when he about her sort of already knowing. Her reaction was definitely not what I expected. And I think that's always a good thing though, because if her reaction had been predictable, takes away some of the fun. I think it was so interesting to see in the beginning of the episode how much she trusted Angel. Like, this woman is so interesting because you can tell that she's really, I want to say uptight, she cares about her job a lot. I feel like she's not somebody who seems to be breaking the rules. And then Angel asks anything of her and she's like, of course, honey, just for you. And I'm like, man, you are whipped for a vampire, aren't you? Like, she genuinely shows how much she cares about him. And I think it's kind of sweet, the way that she was looking at him, the way that she's able to bend the rules just for him. And, the fact that she says it herself, she really trusts him. I think it's freaking adorable, and I think it was a really good setup for the rest of the episode where it's like, you can see that she trusts him 100% and he's gonna break that trust by being a vampire. It also reminds me a little bit about the Buffy and Riley thing that has been happening in Buffy right now, because they just found out about each other, and now in the same part of the season, Kate finds out about Angel. And so I think it's interesting how these shows sometimes happen to be connected even when they don't mean to. Buffy was talking about her relationship with Angel a lot in 411 and Doomed. And so the fact that in 111 Angel is talking a lot about Buffy, I like it. They, it's clear that they do it on purpose and that they want to remind us that it's not just one of them thinking about the other, it's both of them. And it kind of makes me want to rip my hair out, ow, and I guess punch my table. It really makes me want to scream a little because it puts me a little bit back in my Angel feelings, but I am truly astonished at the way that they're doing it, because they're able to make these conversations that show us that they still care about each other while also not standing in the way of us moving on. I'm just surprised that they keep sort of bringing her into the story, and I keep wondering if she's going to make it as a series regular, if she's going to make it to the intro, and they still haven't seemed to put her in the intro, and so I never know how present she's going to be in the story and how long she's going to last, because like I said, I started Angel in the end of season 2. I don't know. I don't think I remember Kate, but to be honest, I remember this show so poorly that maybe she was in it and I just don't remember her. Even though my gut says I would remember Hot Blonde, I don't trust myself that much. So I don't know if she's a character that could potentially last, because in the beginning, I thought she was sort of going to last less than Doyle. I thought Doyle would last the first 2 seasons, or at least like a season and a half. I thought Kate would maybe last the first season, but now I'm thinking maybe Kate might be a bigger character. Maybe she can last 2 seasons. Maybe she can last a little bit more. I don't know, but I hope that she lasts a while, because I feel like this show has a very small amount of characters, and so I feel like it would be good to have a 4th main character. I feel like it just gives us more opportunity to balance out with different storylines, getting to know the different characters, and not making it too repetitive, sticking just to the 3 of them. I was honestly, I'm not gonna lie, very disappointed that they didn't even mention Doyle. They could have done something, even if it was very quick, to remind us that these characters are still thinking about him, because I think, what I always praise about Buffy is that they never forget what they put their characters through, and kind of feels like they forgot about Doyle. I assumed after the last episode he would immediately be joining Angel Investigations and stuff like that, but it seems like we're still gonna lead up and work up to it. And that's gonna be fun. So it's gonna be fun to see the buildup of how that happens, how he grows to join them, because I think he eventually does. Because Cordy is so perceptive, and they kind of talked about it in the first episode, that's her thing. She can read people, she can tell, she can just sort of read them, and she can tell what's up. So I assumed she would be the one to notice something was wrong with Angel. So Wes really showed an interesting side of him by immediately noticing something was up with Angel. I was like, damn, sir. Immediately connecting it to what he read. I was like, yes. I think the fact that Wes's research really paid off was really interesting and really good, because I think that shows us exactly what he's bringing to Angel Investigations. I think it's really interesting to show that, he is good at this. This is what he's good at, you know, reading stuff, really absorbing the information, remembering it, doing a really good and profound research, you know. So I think this was definitely a setup as to what we can expect for Wes for the rest of, you know, his character arc. Another thing that reminded me of, sort of connected me to the show Buffy, is the fact that I think 410 really made me realize, like, damn, do these people in Sunnydale not realize all the supernatural stuff that's happening? And this episode gave me a very similar feeling in the police precinct. Like, whenever they start showing the supernatural in front of other people, I'm always like really stressed out because I'm like, hello, like, people have eyes, they are seeing this. Are you seeing this? Because I'm seeing this. And it stresses me out a little because I feel like we always try and keep the supernatural in the down low because we don't want everybody to know the supernatural exists. It stresses me out that somebody's just gonna start blabbing about it. Like, we can't have that. I don't think that would be good, right? For like Angel and stuff. Like, I don't know. Whenever Wolfram and Hart starts getting really interesting, they're like, bye-bye, see you in like a season. And I'm like, the fucking audacity. It's like, if you're setting up something so interesting, please let me see it. Let me see it. Please. I waited 2 months hoping for some sort of Wolfram and Hart scene where we would get to see how they're gonna fit into the story, and they were like, let's not give it to her. So now I don't know if they're gonna, you know, because I assumed they would be doing something big bad style where you see a little bit of it every episode until we start getting more Wolfram and Hart centric episodes. Now I don't know. Does Angel even have a big bad? Is Wolfram and Hart even going to be mentioned in this season? I don't know. You know, the previous episode of Buffy, Doomed, I really felt like the episode could go on for so much longer. It feels like they had so much story that I also kept waiting for, like, to be continued in the end. I kept thinking the episode was going to end and it was going to, you know, be a 2-part episode. And I think I had the same feeling about this one. And I think an episode needs to be so rich and big for it to feel like, you know, like it could go on for another 40 minutes. And so I think that's just a really interesting way that they're able to construct this show. And I think the episodes have been going by so quickly because there's just so much that's happening that you're really into the story. And it keeps making me want to see more and more and more, which is top-notch writing, if you ask me. The name of the next episode is Expecting. Who's pregnant? Oh my god. What if Harriet was pregnant with Doyle's baby? I know that's not really possible, because I don't think they actually, you know, when she was in town, but a girl can dream. I don't know who else would be expecting. I'm assuming this has something to do with a pregnancy, maybe a supernatural pregnancy, somebody trying to protect the unborn child or something. Like, I don't know, but I'm curious. It also definitely feels Monster of the Week, so I'm gonna stick to my prediction of it's gonna be Monster of the Week centric. Cordy's gonna have a vision, it's gonna lead them to something, and we're gonna see 1 minute of the Wolfram and Hart scene that's gonna make me curious and wanting more. Those are the predictions. So yes, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had fun, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye. Have a good day, everybody.